Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, guys, and welcome to this live trading webinar. I hope everyone has a great day so far. How are you guys doing? Is everyone okay? So, we are ready to get started as always with our risk warning. Just bear with me, guys. 1 second. So, this content is for general information only and is not intended to provide trading or investment advice or any personal recommendation. As you can read, and feel free to read the whole text if you like it. So, and here at Admirals, we do on a weekly basis the podcast, and please make sure you engage your participation. And I'll share with you right now where to find the podcast. So here on our website at Admirals, if you go to the analytics and weekly trading podcast, you can scroll down. You can play it directly from here, or you can just download it on your device. Now, the economic calendar. Yesterday, we had this news from the Eurozone as we commented about the new economic sentiment index, expected 28 to drop to 17. It dropped to 13. And the inflation rate in Canada, 5.9%. The forecast was really to 5.9% to 5.4%, but we saw it moving all the way to 5.2%. Guys, now I realize that you couldn't see me. Okay. So I think now you can see me. Hello, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Theo. Good morning, all. Welcome, guys. Next, for today, inflation rate in the UK. If I refresh, I think we're going to get the most valid data. Just bear with me. Yep. So the inflation rate in the UK, 10.1%. The forecast was to drop to 9.9%, but the actual came as 10.4%. And as I always say, high inflation is bad for consumers, but higher number is good for the currency. Today, there will be the Fed's announcement, interest rates, still very bullish, but not in that sense of 50 basis points like we used to. Now 25 basis points, 4.75% to move to 5% interest rates. Also, please make the effort to listen to the podcast, and you're going to listen about few other interest rates they are about to decide for the 1 year, for the 2 year, the current, and so on. I mentioned on the podcast. And we will have also the FOMC economic projections, of course, and definitely sometime after the Fed press conference. So these are for the today's news events. Let's check the premium analytic, and the today's top headlines finds the Credit Suisse write-off uptrends European bank capital bonds. The Fed files in the dark. Russia-China summit showcases challenge to the West. First Republic Bank taps Lazar for help with review of strategic options. Silicon Valley Bank's former parent says FDIC seized about $2 billion of its cash. And the last one, TikTok CEO Z promises firewall to share users' data. So these are the events for now. Let's check the MetaTrader platform and what do we have on the currencies and the indices for this session. So Australian dollar against the US dollar. Up. We are sitting around this area. Let's go to the weekly chart. We have this high here, and we have this low at this point. Now we are in the middle of this move. Not much of information, but on the daily chart, we see this support here. And we have these lower highs and lower lows all the way up, all the way down. Come on. Let's just use this trend line then. So we had this trend line here. It's been broken. Now, we do expect it to find some resistance really here and to see some continuation. But yesterday, we had this follow through by this doji right at the resistance, then a nice bullish candle, but the market today during the Tokyo session is trying to gain some room to the upside. We'll see what's going to happen, if it's going to continue higher or if it's going to just push downwards. If you want to mark this area of resistance, it's a valid area of resistance, especially for intraday trading. We commented on the 4-hour chart, and what do we expect? Why we had this price action at these areas lately? Then the pound against the dollar, we approach this area of resistance. So we are in this uptrending move, especially with the news about inflation this morning. We can see a strong pound, in my opinion. So if we go down to the 4-hour chart or 1-hour chart, there is much of opportunities to capitalize on this. We still have 20 pips, give it or take, from the current price to retest this intraday zone. You can, intraday traders, you can keep an eye on that high as well. If we break, definitely I can see the market coming all the way here. That's the last reference we do have. Euro, US dollar, that's the one who make the higher high. It's on a free run, I believe, in this essence, because look at this one here. The bearish engulfing, so strong bearish momentum candle all the way here. It found a good support. The buyers were able to stop and reverse the move. And after 4 sessions, daily chart, it means 4 trading days, the market make a higher high, a higher close, very strong indication that bullishness is about to come. USD Canadian dollar. Let's see if the weekly give us some more. So that's the high. That's the low on the cat. On the daily chart, we can just channel this move up. The market is pretty much at this area of support. We can definitely see some continuation to the upside. I would rather say that due to Canadian dollar weakness rather than to the dollar strength compared to the Aussie pound and euro, USD CHF, another weak CHF currency. On the weekly chart, we can see very nice this support. Then our resistance, it's this one here. The market is just moving from support to resistance, as you guys can observe. Now in the middle of the move, USD JPY. Again, the weekly chart has a support down there. That's the first support. And the second, it's going to be this one. And then we do have this resistance up here. Daily chart. On the daily chart, though, there is this area of support, this zone. For our chart, let's check if the technicals show something tradable. Doesn't look like though. So we are right in the middle of this move. All right, guys. New Zealand US dollar weekly chart. That's the resistance up there. That's our support. Similar pattern with the rest of the majors. Aussie yen, nice bounce from the support down here. We may see some bullishness, but if you are not taking some position trading, I believe it's better to find on the execution time frames those higher highs and higher lows and trade the swings like this one here goes higher. CAD yen, another one came right at support. Actually, we said almost at support. It missed it by 36 pips. For the intraday is too much. But for the end of day traders is not that many pips. So there is a resistance here. Euro yen, very messy at this point. Pound yen in the middle of really nowhere. I'll be interested only if I see the market at this point here or if I see the market down there. CAD yen. Did we spoke about CAD yen? Yes. That should be Swiss yen. Let's change it to CHF JPY. Swiss yen. The resistance area, it's there. The support is down here. We don't take this as support because the price is at this area, right, guys? So to validate a support, the price, we cannot take the current candles low and use it as support reference, because the market until Friday night, it can just turn to bearish. Yeah. Daily chart, we fall from this resistance. So that was the area. That was the area here. And we expect to see some continuation to the downside due to the Swiss weakness and what's going on with the Credit Suisse. We can look for some bearishness to come here. Why not? WTI, that was the high here, that was our low. The market that was the last low here. So the market may come to retest this area of resistance. The good thing is that we broke outside of this long-term range. There is a support here, there is a support there. Let's just mark the most recent one. So here is the first support. Market didn't really tap into that support zone. And gas, that's a support here. That's another support down here. So we will see if we're going to have that double bottom. If we're going to have this double bottom, and this price action is quite nice. This bullish engulfing rejected this order block, as we learn here about the order blocks. Go down to the 4-hour chart. The last one prior the move, it's technically this one here, but the market reacted to this order block there. So for limit orders, I don't think so. Some traders, they are in this trade, but for inverse head and shoulder pattern, as we analyze all the time, is this one here. If we're going to find some support today, it means I believe that will be the beginning of this bullish move, an explosion to the upside. So that's the head, that's the left shoulder, that's the right shoulder, but that's the inverse head and shoulder, okay? And it has bullish implication when we find this on support right after a downtrend. All right, so this the way this pattern developed, and it takes long time to develop, as on the daily chart, of course, and it gives us good ways to participate in the market. Even with limit orders, it's still very promising pattern, reversal pattern. Gold weekly chart came right at the price came this week right at the $2,000 and rejected. So we can use this as the last point of reference on the weekly chart. Here it's the $2,000 right there. So what do we expect? We are in this uptrending move. So we do expect some support here. Where is this order block? And the market to push higher, or if we're going to come all the way down. And pay attention to these traders for this market to consider as bearish market or as a downtrend to start the sales. We must find a new lower low. That's the low. We need to have a lower low for this to consider as a downtrend. Now we are in an uptrend. We don't know if this point here will act as reversal or it's just a retracement. We consider, and here are many occasions trader ask me, Theo, what's the difference? How do I identify a reversal and a retracement, a correction? How do we separate? How do we know for sure if what we see now it's a retracement or a reversal? And the answer it's exactly as I just described. The reversal, we will find out if this will be a reversal only if this current move will continue to the downside. It finds the previous low that is the origin of this momentum move. It will penetrate it decisively and create a new low, close lower for at least 2 days in a row. And then we talk about trend reversal. And so how do we sell from here or not? We can't sell from here, but we have to understand that we don't know if this will end as a trend reversal. So if we're going to sell here, we must take in consideration that the price at any moment can find support, can find buyers that they demand to still buy and hold the gold and keep pushing the prices higher. Okay, that's why we say a double top is more likely to give us some downward momentum. But again, we don't know if this is going to end up as a trend reversal. Guys, that's a big subject, and I know many of you might have this question, and especially if you're trading for years, maybe you have this question for years, that it's hard to identify the reversal and to know in advance. And I would really make it very simple and give you so many examples so you can understand and anticipate and know what to anticipate. All right. I think I put them here, the DAX and the rest. Yep. So Dow Jones, weekly chart. That's the highest point there. That's our resistance. Next resistance, it's here. And our support is down there. Now, for the daily, we have this trend line. Also, we do have this area of resistance. If we draw the FIB from here to there, right now we are right at the 50% retracement. I will consider some sales on the 4-hour during the New York session or the 1-hour chart, depends of the price action. Pretty much same scenario with the S&P 500. That's the support here. That's the resistance. That's the point. Daily chart. Lower highs, lower lows. Market can still move lower, in my opinion. And this one for the Nasdaq. If we will find some rejection around this area, I will be keen to just go in for some momentum move to the downside. FTSE 100. It tried to break higher. Now it came with a lower low. It false braked here at this area. I really don't know what is in for this. For this one, the DAX. For position traders, that's the resistance here. For us, the intraday traders, the scalpers, that's very far away, of course. So we have this resistance there, an intraday one, and a nice one as well. So let's get ready for some trading here this morning. Okay, these are 18. Sorry, guys, I didn't read any questions this morning yet. Hi, Theo. Okay, Dow Jones. Yes, Dow Jones in D1. Is that a Harami? Dow Jones in D1. Dow Jones. Is that not a Harami? Which one? It will be a Harami if it completes and stays as like this. All right. But now it's not a completed candle, so we cannot talk about any pattern. We need it to be completed first. Other questions? Do we want to see you? David. I was able to squeeze some profits on the Euro Oz. Awesome, Kyle. I bought the Euros on Monday on 4 hour. It gave me 3-1. Okay, awesome. And I also short the gold Oz, gold pound, gold USD on the 4 hour time frame. 3-1. They all gave me a winning trade. Wow, that's awesome. What about the gap in the gold? Kyle, what did you short them based on price action or based on order block? What strategy did you use? All right, so as usual, pending sell order here, pending buy order here, stop losses, they go other way on each side. Yeah, take profit. I will use them price action. Awesome. Take profit. I'm going to use them on the 10. Where is the 10 here? So pretty much somewhere around 159. What we want to see, it's a real break and not a false breakout. Right, traders? Euro, Australian dollar. Rumen, anything with the FTSE? Shouldn't be any trade yet because we didn't broke higher or lower than any support or resistance. So Euro Oz, you shorted. Squeeze, you bought the Euro Oz, you didn't short on the 4-hour chart yesterday. Okay. Laden, Theo, why don't you put pending orders a little below the previous low? Isn't it safer? It is safer to put it just a little bit below, but because I do scalping here, if it's going to take, you see, it tapped in just a little bit below. If it's going to tap in 2 pips below and take me into the trade, as I'm aiming for 10 pips to squeeze out of it, of each trade, it means it's very, very important. If I do end of day trading, like daily charts and all this stuff, yes, I would definitely take into consideration the spread for that price action activity. But for this one here, it went almost 3 points below, so I believe it's fine. Yeah, nothing. It's only downwards based. So which time did you buy the Euro Oz, and where did you put your stop loss, Kyla? Anyway, it was a great call and congratulations. We had this bullish engulfing kind of here on the daily chart, so that was a good indication for that. What does the 1 minute shows? Karim, hi, hello. When is your next webinar coming? Interesting to know more about how to trade reversals and retracements. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I will talk about reversal retracements all the time on the live trading sessions. So I don't know if I will do a specific, I don't think so. I will do a specific webinar about this, but every single day I will try to go through, and I'm sure that you're gonna understand really well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all from me today. Look, we are in the trade here, and I'll delete this order. Now, if it's going to come to my stop loss area, as usual, I will scratch the trade. If not, and it's going to continue to the downside, I will keep 10, 15 pips, and that's it. What do you think about BTC USD? Yeah, we didn't talk today about BTC USD. I don't even find it here now. That's report. BTC USD, there it is. Daily chart, guys, look, it's in a strong momentum here, and something that I want you to know about charting. When you see these candles at resistance that they break, and following by just one impulse candle, and the rest 1, 2, 3, 4 candles are just moving sideways with not real momentum, at some point we do expect some retracements. All right, the market never go in a straight line and then come all the way down like, okay, buy me here, yeah, I'm going to go in a straight line, you can sell me there, I'm going to come down like this and buy. No, it just goes in a waves, and I do expect some retracement, of course. Yeah, BTC to the moon, of course, of course. It's anyhow, it's super bullish, and I'm also very bullish on the cryptocurrencies. I mean, that's the reality. So all right, guys, I hope you had a great session today. I hope you learned a lot, and I hope you always gain a lot of value here at Admirals on the webinars we do, not only myself, but also the other hosts. So at this point, I would like to wish to everyone to have a great day, great afternoon ahead, and I look forward to see you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you so much.